What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Fadi. This is BoostITFORward. And man, today I am super excited because as you guys know that have been following me on Instagram, I basically set up a race with Streetspeed717 DME tuned 720S. And we are going to race that car against my twin turbo Huracan. And we're gonna see how that goes. So I'm super excited for that. But before I get into that, I wanted to have a little pre-race vlog, if you will, to talk about the race and why I want to race the 720S, why I'm really excited for this car. So let's get to it. So basically, about a year ago, Drag Times posted a video of a twin turbo Huracan, a bolt-on twin turbo Huracan, making about 800 wheel horsepower, racing his bone stock McLaren 720S. Take a look. Fast forward to maybe a month or so ago, another video popped up of a 720S. This time, this one has, I think, an exhaust and a tune on it, and it ran a underground racing bolt-on twin turbo Huracan. Okay, so in that race, you can see that the 720S got a little bit of a jump on the Huracan, and the Huracan started to reel it in just a little bit, and it could have probably passed if they kept on going and racing, but they had to shut down. But you know what? That's not even the point. The point is that you have a car that's near factory, that has nothing but an exhaust and a tune on it, running with 800 plus wheel horsepower twin turbo Huracan. That is so impressive to me. So what's gonna happen, guys? Who's gonna win tomorrow? Is it gonna be me? Is it gonna be Street Speed? You know, pump gas, race gas, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I am gonna go on race gas. My first race with him will be on race gas, and then from there, if I win, I'll dial it back down to pump gas and we'll run again. I'm super excited, I cannot wait. We'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so it's 6:30 in the morning here in Michigan, and going to make our way to Mexico to meet Streetspeed717. Man, super tired, didn't get any sleep last night just because I'm so pumped for the race. I don't know if you guys can even see anything right now. It's super dark out. But anyways, let's get the party started. All right, boys, pit stop number one. We are here with the Michigan boys right here. Seth, say hi. We got John. We got Kevin. This is Rob Dom's brother, by the way. Yeah, so if you guys, I'm sure you guys know Rob Dom. That's his brother. And this is their badass McLaren 12C. So check this out. This is one reason why the McLaren is superior to the Lamborghini. I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this. Look at this packaging. I couldn't put any of that stuff in the car because the compartment was way too small. So we had to take the 12C and put all the stuff in the 12C so it can fit. Look at that. That's pretty cool. 7 miles per gallon. The Lamborghini's getting me 7 miles per gallon. That sucks. But anyways, we're on our way. We'll see you guys soon. All right, so just got here to meet with Mike from Street Speed. You can see 720S right here. And we're about to get on the expressway. Sorry for the shitty quality video with the iPhone, but my GoPros are basically mounted right here, right now. I ran a little bit late. I had an emergency pit stop I had to do, so I couldn't get here on time, so that was my bad. But we got the cameras mounted. We're ready to go. 720S, check it out. It's pretty sweet. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 runs. The first run, I'm gonna be on race gas. And then the second run, if I win, the second run, I'm gonna dial it down to the pump gas soon and run him on pump gas. Now, he just told me that he ran a 60 to 130 in 4.1 seconds on pump gas in his car. That is stupid fast. For a stock car with nothing but an exhaust and a tune, that is mind-boggling fast. So I think it's gonna be a lot closer on race gas than we think it is. I think it's gonna be super close, and I definitely think he's gonna beat me on pump gas. Alright guys, so I am back in Michigan from a long trip to Mexico to meet Street Speed and racing his McLaren 720S. Man, that was a great time. Here's the aftermath of the races. You can see the Huracan. I don't think I've ever seen it this dirty in my whole entire life. Check this out. Look at that. Yeah. Absolutely nasty. Absolutely disgusting, filthy. It needs a bath right now. Okay, so first and foremost, big thank you to Street Speed for meeting us and running the cars. That was cool. We had a great time. You know, we drove a long ways. I think we both drove a long ways to meet halfway in Mexico to get the runs in. So thank you, Street Speed, for coming out. We really appreciate that. And also, I want to give a big thank you to Tim Schweitzer, who basically saved the day. I had an unforeseen issue with the car on the way down to meeting Street Speed. Basically, I had a trouble with the oil return line. It came undone. So I called up Tim Schweitzer. We were right by his shop, and he took care of the problem right away. So huge thank you to Tim Schweitzer, my tuner for this car, for helping out. If it wasn't for him, I would have just came right back and not raced. So basically, I was 2 hours into the trip when that happened. I was in Ohio. I'm from Michigan, and he was able to take care of it. So thank you so much, Tim. I really appreciate that. All right, so a little bit about the races. Unfortunately, last night or yesterday when we ran, I wasn't able to meet with Street Speed after the races and vlog about the cars, about the races. I didn't get to really talk to him. I didn't get to take pictures with him with the cars. I didn't really get to do anything. It was kind of unfortunate. It was a little bit rushed. You know, I know part of it was my fault because of the fact that I got there so late. And when I got there, basically he said that, you know, we have to get going right away. So I understand, you know, it was my fault for being late, but it wasn't something within my control, unfortunately. So basically, as you guys saw, you know, it kind of went as expected. On race gas, there's just, the cars are very far apart on race gas, but you know what? They should be far apart. I mean, think about it. This car makes 1120 wheel horsepower on race gas. That car makes 800 or 820. According to DME, it makes 820. So we'll just say 800, I don't know. You know, that's 320 wheel horsepower difference, you know, between the two cars. So they shouldn't be close on race gas. When he told me the car went 60 to 130 in 4.1, you know, I only go 60 to 130 in the 3.7 to 3.9. That kind of scared me a little bit. I was like, wow, you know, that's really fast. But as you guys saw on race gas, it wasn't really much of a race. But like I said, it wasn't expected to be a race on race gas. So I know some of the races on race gas, I overheard Mike saying that, you know, some races maybe he wasn't ready, or some races that we didn't go from the mile an hour that he did. You know, all those races that we did, I thought they went as planned. I know we agreed to do a 70 that first race. He came up next to me, you know, he downshifted, I honked, we took off, I thought everything was fine. We did not go from a 70. I fully admit that we didn't go from a 70, and I know we were supposed to. When he came up next to me, I wasn't looking at my speedometer. I was just trying to pace him. So miscommunication, misunderstanding. I was just pacing him. He started to downshift. I downshifted. We took off, and then later he told me that we were going from a 60 and not a 70. So I apologize for that. Maybe that should have been coordinated better. But honestly, I don't think it would have mattered all that much. I mean, you guys saw the difference in race gas. It was a pretty big difference. So the pump gas races were pretty good. As you guys saw, one of the pump gas races, I was on my high pump tune. The car makes 923 wheel horsepower on that setting. And you know, I had a couple of cars on him. And then the last race, which basically, it was on my low pump gas tune, it was 870 horsepower. It was probably the best race I've ever had in my whole entire life. I mean, you guys saw how close that was. It was super, super close. Anyways, the 720S is extremely impressive. You guys, again, have to understand, this is a highly modified car. That is basically a factory stock car. I am extremely impressed with the 720S, which I knew I would be. It's such an amazing car. From everything, from its performance to design to everything, it's such an awesome car. As impressive as the 720S, let me tell you what I was more impressed with, and that's this car. We're talking about 1,120 wheel horsepower, so that's about 1,300 crank horsepower. Get in, drive 400 miles, race, get back in, drive 400 miles back with the heat on and in comfort. I mean, the drivability of this car, it's so good, I can't even begin to tell you how thankful I am for Tim Schweitzer for tuning this car as well as he did. I had a friend with me yesterday who was driving the car, and he was like, dude, I cannot believe how well this car drives. For making the power it does, you would never know that the car makes this kind of power. So once again, I am so thankful for Tim Schweitzer for tuning this car. Such a good job on this car. I'm also very thankful for CFI Designs for making the highest quality turbo kit on the market, and obviously SSP Clutch for giving me a great clutch that can stand the power the car makes. So thank you guys all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, hit the like button, and then I will see you guys next video.